Hi, I'm Damari Gray. You're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
I'm Altaman Freddie Butler.
And I'm Ricardo Baby Gardner, and you are watching the Reggae Boys Commentary.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471.
Hi, my name is Lee Williamson. Subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary.
Hi, my name is Joby McAnuff. Subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary.
I'm Javon Watson, and you're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
Hi everybody, I'm Darren Moore, and you're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
Yes, Reggae Boys Commentary, like and subscribe, yeah? Reggae Boys Commentary, like, share and subscribe.
Reggae Boys Commentary, subscribe, like and share. Is that the right order?
Well, hello everybody. Hello to everybody. I'm Simon Preston and welcome back to Reggae Boys Commentary, your platform for everything Jamaican football related. How is everybody doing? Everybody doing okay? Well, let me know how you all are doing. Looking forward to hearing how you all guys are doing. Really looking forward to the video today, the discussion that we have. Tell me how everybody's doing. How is your day? And let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Where are you watching this video from today? So go ahead and put it in the comments so that everybody can appreciate that as well. And also hit the like and share button as well. So before I touch on the title, I just want to touch briefly in relation to the comments that I see here. 965. I'll get to that. I know Arsenal fans are so excited. Number one Jamaican English club, Arsenal. That the nation says blessings. And ATL, you're watching from Atlanta. So Jamaica will face England. The Reggae Girls will face England in a friendly international. And of course, that will take place in Leicester. That's the King Power Stadium. And as you are aware, Jamaica has a massive diaspora that lies within the UK, not only in London, or in Manchester, Yorkshire, but also within the Midlands as well, so that everybody's aware. So I just want to read briefly the words that have come from Serena Weigman, the head coach of England, and what she had to say about this match against Jamaica. So this is what she had to say. I'm really pleased to be able to play a good game to finalize our Euro preparations on English soil. Jamaica will be a difficult test. They're a nation we haven't faced before and a real opportunity for us to keep learning and growing as a team. They are building as a team themselves and have been doing really well, especially at the last World Cup. It will be a special occasion and atmosphere in a great stadium, which you've performed well in the past. We'll do our best to put on a good performance and make it a memorable send-off for a moment for both the team and the fans. There'll only be 1 week until our opening match against France in Zurich, so this is an important milestone in our preparations. Now, listen to what Coach Busby had to say in terms of this. His remarks were, "We look forward to this match against England at the end of June. I know our passionate diaspora in the Midlands and throughout the UK will be excited to support our team in person. This match serves as another crucial test heading into the qualifiers later in the year." So that was coach Hubert Busby. Let me take some of the comments before I get into what is on your screen there. 1655 to 1907, Jamaica and Barbados, Jamaican flag within the chats. So Rohan says Massachusetts in the chat. Melcher Walker says blessings from Canada. Okay, pulling a set of trailers from New York to Massachusetts. Wow, be safe on the road, Rohan. Be safe on the road. So, yes, Arsenal, they're through to the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League. So what that means is that in the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League, you're going to have Arsenal taking on PSG, right? And in the other semi-final, what you're going to have is Inter Milan, who are taking on Barcelona. Okay? So, yep, Bayern Munich again miss out on another final. Borussia Dortmund don't get to advance further in the competition. So you have one English team, one Spanish team, one French team, and one Italian team that remain within the competition. April 29, April 30, and May 7 and 8, May 6 and 7 are the semi-final ties, so that everybody's aware. And of course, the Champions League final will be on May 31, so that everybody's aware. May 31 will be the UEFA Champions League final. Many people are saying Arsenal-Barcelona, but we will see. We'll see how everything pans out. And I know that the Europa League is something that a person will be keeping their eye on as well. You have Lazio against Bodo Glimt. You also have Rangers against Athletic Bilbao, Frankfurt against Tottenham, and of course Manchester United against Olympique Lyon. In the FA Cup, of course, we still have Jamaican representation within this competition. As you know, we've reached the semi-final stage. It's Crystal Palace against Aston Villa. So we will have Leon Bailey and Aston Villa taking on Crystal Palace on Saturday, April 26th. So not this weekend, but the following weekend. And of course, on the Sunday, it's Nottingham Forest against Man City. So it could very much be Aston Villa against Man City in the FA Cup final come May 17. So we eagerly look forward to that. Okay? Top Premier League. All right. So that is it from that angle. Let me read into this article for you. England will play Jamaica at the Leicester's King Power Stadium in their final game before Euros. England began their defense. Jamaica reached the round of 16. So it summed up the quotes from Serena Weigmann so that everybody's aware. So England to host Jamaica. This will be the first time that both teams will be facing each other in women's football. Of course, on the men's side, we go back to the 2006 friendly match at Old Trafford. But did you know that there are a few occasions where Jamaica could have actually faced England? And let me explain. Let's go back to the World Cup, right? The 2023 Women's World Cup. If the Reggae Girls defeated Colombia, then it would have been England versus Jamaica in the quarterfinals of the World Cup. And when you go back to the Under-17 World Cup for men, had Jamaica defeated France in the last group stage game, then what would happen is that you would have had Jamaica versus England in the round of 16. So can you imagine Raheem Sterling, Blair Turgott, Jordan Pickford, Hallam Hope, all against Jordan Cousins, all against Omar Holness, Andre Ella Lewis, Jason Wright, Richard Trench. Well, here we are now. Let's pick up. Okay. Melcher Walker from Canada. Charlotte Hall says, good evening, Mr. Preston. Good evening. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Okay, good. So what I do want to show you is the appearances. I think it's important for persons to know, in terms of our Jamaican internationals, right? How do they do within the Premier League? Just give me a moment. Let me pull up the graphic for you. Right, so have you ever wondered, in terms of English Premier League history, how our Jamaican internationals have done? Well, let me pull that up for you so that you are aware, okay? Have you wondered who has the most caps for a Reggae Boy in the English Premier League? Well, let me put that for you on the screen. So as you can see, on your screen there, you would see that Frank Sinclair has the most appearances for a reggae boy within the English Premier League. He recorded 288 appearances within the Premier League. Mikel Antonio, 268, so he's 21 appearances shy from breaking that record. Jason Ewell got 264. Ricardo Bibi Gardner, 251, is fourth and the highest Jamaican-born player within this list. Robbie Earl, 244. Marcus Gale, 204. Demarai Gray, 200 appearances within the Premier League. Darryl Powell, 181. Wes Morgan, 170. Adrian Mariappa, 168. Rounds out the top 10. Let's continue further, shall we? On this list, Bobby Reid, 150. That's right, Bobby Reid has 150 Premier League appearances. Ricardo Fuller, 141. Mason Holgate, 137. Dion Burton, 119. Isaac Hayden, 118. Andre Gray, 115. Kevin Lisby, 113. Ethan Pinnock, the same. Liam Bailey, 109. Liam Bailey, 109. So Liam Bailey is going to put himself in the bracket of the 113, 115 before the end of the season. So he's climbing, Leon Bailey. Over 100 Premier League appearances and growing. Very, very proud of him. Damian Francis got 95 Premier League appearances. You guys remember Damian Francis made his debut for Jamaica in 2003 against the United States at the National Stadium. Played at Watford. Naira Nusworthy, 85 Premier League appearances for him. Darren Moore, 81. Barry Hales, 75. Jamie Lawrence got 72. Marlon King, 64 Premier League appearances. Fitzroy Simpson, 60. Claude Davis, 40. Joby McAnuff, 38. Trevor Benjamin, 36 Premier League appearances. Let's continue in this list, shall we? Giles Barnes, 35. Jermaine Beckford, 34. Micah Hyde, 34. Gareth McCleary, 31. Amari Bell, 21. Lloyd Doyley, 21. Rolanda Aarons, 18. Ravel Morrison, 18. David Johnson, 14. Jermaine Teddy Johnson, 12. And we continue along the list. Liam Moore, Kevin Stewart, Paul Hall, Sean Cummings, Michael Johnson, Darren Byfield, Lee Williamson, Simon Dawkins, Michael Hector, Casey Palmer, and the players Theo Robinson, Jamar Loza, Dexter Lembikisa, Anthony Grant. They all have 1. Jamal Lowe, 2 Premier League appearances. Jamal Campbell-Rice, 3. Luton Shelton, 4. So that's when it comes to appearances. But what about goals? Let's look at that, shall we? In relation to goals. Highest scoring Jamaicans within the Premier League. Well, it's none other than Mikel Antonio that leads the way with 68 goals. 68 goals for Mikel Antonio. In terms of active players, you have Bobby Reid with 21. Ricardo Fuller, well, he's retired, but he has 19. Leon Bailey has 16 Premier League goals. 16. Demarai Gray at 19. All right. So we're going to continue this top 10 now. Darryl Powell got 5. Frank Sinclair, 8. Ethan Pinnock, 8. Ricardo Bibi Gardner scored 10 Premier League goals throughout his Premier League career. Darren Moore, you've got 2. Adrian Mariappa, 2. Adrian Mariappa scored against Fulham, and he also scored against Stoke. For you to be a 5'9" centre-back to score against Stoke with Ryan Shawcross and company at the back, and for you to be a 5'9" centre-back and to score against Brett Hangeland at 6'6", that just speaks volumes for you as a centre-back to leap so highly. You understand what I'm saying? So, just very, very proud about it, honestly. Giles Barnes scored a Premier League goal as well. All right, we saw goals. What about, we saw goals. We saw appearances. What about assists? Let's look at assists, shall we? Jamaicans when it comes to assists. So Mikel Antonio leads the way with 33. Yep, 33. So that is 33, guys. 33 assists for Mikel Antonio. Leon Bailey, 17. So, 10. So another 17, halfway there. 17 more to go, and Leon Bailey will be the highest assist maker for players, Jamaican Reggae Boys, in the Premier League. Let's look at minutes played. Yeah, let's look at minutes played to see if there is any difference, shall we? Mikel Antonio has played the most minutes in the Premier League, 19,075. Wes Morgan, 14,348. Adrian Marpa, third, 13,550. 13,579 minutes. Mason Holgate, fourth, 10,663 minutes. Very compelling, eh? Let's look at passes now. Which Reggae Boy has made the most passes in Premier League history? Have you ever wondered which Reggae Boy has made the most passes in Premier League history? Well, let's look at it together. Well, would you look at that? Ethan Pinnock has the record for the most passes by any Reggae Boy in the history of the English Premier League. 4,938 passes. 4,938, the most passes by any Jamaican player. No surprise, the top three are centre-backs. Mason Holgate, 4,736. Mariappa, 4,683. Look at the top five. You have Wes Morgan in the mix as well. So that is quite interesting. Bibi Gardner, 8th in this list, 2,555 Premier League passes. Okay, so we've looked at passes, we've looked at goals, assists, appearances, minutes played. So let's look at other areas, shall we? How about, yellow cards? Who has the most yellow cards? Just out of curiosity. Do you know? Frank Sinclair, 68 yellows. Darrell 33, Antonio 32, Jason Newell 32, Holgate 31, Ricardo Bibi Gardner 29, Fuller 28, Isaac Hayden 27, Adrian Mariappa 27, Bobby Reed 21. So there we go. Yellow cards. Frank Sinclair got 5 red cards in the Premier League. Oh, wow. Bibi Gardner got 4. Wes Morgan got 3. Oh. It's not a long list, which is good. So we press on now. Passes. How about touches? Ethan Pinnock has the most passes for a Jamaican in the Premier League. But what about touches of the football? Who has the record for that? Mikel Antonio, 9,585 touches. Followed by Adrian Mariappa with 7,580 touches. Ethan Pinnock, 6,789. Wow. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah, it's certainly something that should make you go, wow. Clearances off the line. Should be an interesting one. I expect Mariappa to be up there when it comes to clearances off the line. There you go. Adrian Mariappa, top of the list. Top of the list with 7. Can you guys believe that? Wow. He has 7. Antonio has 3. Giles Barnes 2. Ricardo Gardner 2. Mason Holgate also with 2. Hector 1, West Morgan 1. It's interesting. Wow. So yes, quite a bit of history, you'd have to say here. Quite a bit of history to dissect, to swallow. Yeah, so it really is something truly special. Clearance is off the line. Let's now look at another area. What about tackles? Tackles, I would expect the defenders to be up there. I think it's fair to have that expectation. Mariappa, 294 tackles. Isaac Hayden, Mason Holgate, Carter Big Gardner. Wow. So that is something, isn't it? Just look at that, folks, and process that. So Maps is up there, followed by Isaac Hayden, Mason Holgate, Bibby, Wes Morgan, Michael Antonio. So it is quite a list. And again, folks, I want to encourage you guys to check out the documentary that was done, The History of Jamaican Football. I think it's something that you would like, and I would encourage you to watch it. Absolutely, I would encourage you to watch it. And can you believe it, guys? It's the 9-year anniversary. The 9-year anniversary of Reggae Boys commentary. My, time flies so fast. It flies so quickly. It is just amazing. Amazing how time has gone by quickly. What are you guys like when it comes to memorabilia? When it comes to memorabilia, do you save it? Do you record it? Tell me. Is that something that you do? Whether it's ticket subs, whether it's photos, whether it's jerseys, is that something that you do for the national team? Let me know. Because it is something that I do. Okay? But yes, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Reggae Boys Commentary. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary for more content.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471.